Welcome back to another episode of Inword News. This took me so long to record. It is 12:32 on a Sunday. Yeah, but right before I record this, I get a message on Instagram where the state of Illinois now has a purge law. It's called CEP TV. I don't know what SAFE or T stands for. People convicted of like a lot of crimes can just be released without any bail or bond. And I thought it was, some bullcrap news site, but then they had a video of the dude actually announcing and like what it means, and it was something like in your house and they could release people. Them Chirac Illinois jokes is about to get a whole lot crazier with this. So if you go into Illinois, start next year, hey, watch it back. Memphis had a terrible week last week. They had a teacher get kidnapped while running. They had another mother and child get snatched. I think they were found. Then they had the dude riding around shooting up the city on Facebook Live. Like, I don't know what went on in Memphis last week. I don't know what was in the water, but they was going through it. So all them folks in Memphis, if you're trying to live like that, man, go to Illinois. Apparently they got the purge stuff, but start next year. The Queen has died after 7 decades of reigning over England. If there was ever a masterclass in how to be a leader, let her death be that, because multiple countries started rejoicing and celebrating, and the Twitter jokes was up. Like, no death should warrant this much of a celebration. Like, what you call it? I understand the celebration of life, but they were celebrating she was dead. Like, multiple countries. That's a problem. I personally don't keep up with world politics, so I don't know too much about, how she ruled or any of that, but I am familiar with somewhat of world history, some American history, and even in our history, the British weren't that nice of people. So they could be cool now. They're great actors, but she died in Caribbean, Italian, Scottish, Irish. Like, it was a bunch of countries, not cities. Like, what you call it? Like, if our president died, there will be some jokes, but it will still be like, hey, that's the leader of our country. They died, or she died, and multiple parts of Europe celebrated. So yeah, don't ever be a person that dies and have people celebrate your death, not your life, but your death. A law or bill or something was passed where $2.46 billion will be going to the Boy Scouts of America so they can continue to reshape their organization. This money was specifically to be compensation for the thousands of victims that was sexually abused while being scouts. So they basically had a $2.46 billion overall hush settlement for victims of sexual abuse in the Boy Scouts. Like, that's not enough money in the world. Boy Scouts got to be shut down, man, because when you got to give up billions to hush thousands of people that was abusing your organization, it's time to give up that organization. If Apple came out right now and said they had to give up $2.46 billion to hush the thousands of sexual assault allegations at Apple, that company would be shut down and maybe brought back in a different way, because that's ridiculous. And that's for adults. Like, this is for little kids. So yeah, there are thousands of men now, but there were kids when this happened. Like, yo, that's protect the children. A bunch of officers, elected officials, and military member names were leaked as members of the far-right extremist group known as the Oath Keepers. Apparently, they were all, well, not everybody in there, but the Oath Keepers themselves were a big part of organizing and participating in the January 6th Capitol insurrection. So obviously, a lot of officers, elected officials, and military members were part of that. So I'm sure people are going to be calling bullshit on this, but think about it, man. Old girl, the Air Force chick, they got shot. She was Air Force. So obviously we know military people were there. We know veterans were there. So why is it hard to believe that they're part of a far-right extremist group? Here's one thing I learned about being in the military. They're regular people from regular places. The military doesn't absolve you of all your ideologies and whatnot. It just gives you a new work uniform. So, yeah. Some somewhat funnier news. Some cop got caught up in a prostitution sting. He showed up looking for a good time. He ended up paying the undercover detective $180 and a pack of White Claws. Like, he was ready to party. I don't know what the pack of White Claws is for, but yeah. So I know his precinct is making fun of him right now because that is hilarious to get caught up in a prostitution sting. But also, it was in Florida, so they was probably like, aha, gotcha, Jimerson. I don't know his name, so don't go making fun of officers named Jimerson in Florida. So while in Vegas, a woman was speeding when she accidentally killed a driver in another vehicle. The driver that committed vehicular manslaughter was high on cocaine. Then the victim was a drunk driver. So that's a plethora of issues running around in Vegas. A high time crime, if you say so myself. And now for the all hiring segment. Of Other Worlds is a skincare company. They have a product called Light Beams. It's a barrier treatment. I'm not entirely sure what that means, but I'm sure it has something to do with looking good. Oh, snap. They just had a soft launch last month and it sold out in 20 minutes. That's dope. So I don't know if that's just the name of like the product or if that's like a special treatment, but it sold out in 20 minutes. So it must be amazing. So go check them out. Go see what they about. I know the Fragrance House, but I don't know if it's Misa, like Lisa, but with an M. But MFH, they're a fragrance for the home and body. They got the smell goods. Fragrance House. So if you couldn't figure that out, hey, go back to French class. Yeah, they got all kinds of perfumes and oils and creams that it looks like it's for your body, but also for your house. Is this a candle? Oh no, body cream. Yeah. So like I said, yeah, to make you smell good. They also have candles. Yeah, this is just a smell good like thing. Anything that smells good, they got it. I wonder if they sell fruit. Fruit smells good. They don't, but they have like fruit smelling stuff. Yeah, go on down to the Fragrance House. Get you some nice fragrances. Get you some smell goods. And the next business is the Delish Condish, which is, I'm sure it's delicious conditioning. So I think this is all hair care products. So yeah, oils, conditioner, rice water, tonics, all kinds of stuff going on over here. Hair mist, toners. So if you want your conditioning to be delicious, going down to Delish Condish. What else they got in here? Ooh, what is a whipped body frosting? Is that like your hair body or is that for your actual body? Did y'all tap over into skincare? No, I think it's all for hair. But yeah, go get you some Delish Condish, people. I'm finding out some new things. View Skin. So this one's like specifically for acne treatment. It helps your skin get better, healthier, patchiness, blotchiness, irritation, miscoloration, natural miscoloration. Check them out. See what they talking about. Because, I'm just a guy with a microphone. My business is media, not skincare. But check out View Skin. And if you're wondering why all of this stuff is like, man, this is very skincare, healthcare, themed. Y'all hiring this week. That's because Self-Care Coca, she's the one that gave me all these businesses. I said, hey, you got any black businesses you want to help promote? And she gave me these 4. So shout out to her. Yeah, that's it for this week. See you guys next week. Bye.